kilos of dead fish recently washed up at one of the ponds in Anegada, raising fresh concerns about the environmental impact of sargassum across the territory.
This 284 Media News Update is brought to you by CCT's Blazing Fast Fire Network. Experience the BVI's best fiber internet network when you switch to Fire today. Visit cctbvi.com to get started.
Images circulating on social media showed multiple species of fish affected, with some residents attributing the incident to the ongoing influx of seaweed. Chris Jordan of Commercial Divers criticized what he described as a lack of preparedness by authorities, arguing that sargassum has been a recurring issue in the Virgin Islands for years, without a comprehensive response.
I think that there's a lot of protocols and procedures in place which are there for a good reason. So that people don't just go and do things. Unfortunately, in this instance, I think that we're ill-prepared for this season of sargassum that's coming in, and that because of that, we're now going to be facing a catastrophic disaster with our juvenile stocks of fish and other marine animals that live in the shallows. What's going to happen now is that seaweed is going to inundate the shoreline and the estuaries. And as it does, it depletes the oxygen from the water column. It increases the salinity, amongst other things, and it kills all the fish. So all those ponds and mangrove areas that ordinarily protect the small species that then grow and help our feeding chain are all going to die off and are dying off literally, by thousands by the day. It's apparent. You can go and look at Hunts Creek, you can look at Anegada, you can look at probably at Bana, even parts of Seacars Bay. And so I think as a country we should be proactive and embracing the fact that this is the new norm. We've known about this since 2014. And every year it just seems to be kicked aside and nothing is done. We have done pilot projects with the ministry. We do have boom available. While we don't have boom for all of the areas, we could certainly help save specific areas and work as a community and as a country together to save our resources. But I think just sitting idle, watching this happen year after year, given that the BVI is such an incredibly beautiful place, it's just silly. We need to act on it. We need to act now. The ministry been trying to obtain funds to install booms at different locations. I have offered and will continue to offer to install booms, say as an example, at Anegada to protect the intake and the salt pond, which is actually a heritage site, a Ramsar protected site, and also a nurse shark juvenile estuary, lemon shark estuary breeding ground. And so it's imperative that we protect those areas at the very least. Probably the same would be for Hunts Creek, amongst other places. And yeah, I would be willing to put the boom in, but unfortunately I think that just due to policy and other restrictions, it's not going to be able to get done. That's all.
He said the territory needs to take a more proactive approach to managing the problem and mitigating its effects on marine life and coastal ecosystems. Meanwhile, the government has acknowledged the situation and says it is actively investigating. 9th District Representative Vincent Wheatley confirmed that a team from the Department of Conservation, Fisheries and Natural Resources has been dispatched to assess the situation.
And it was brought to my attention also 2 days ago, my cousin Lawrence sent me some videos of what's happening at the pond. A team was dispatched just today to go to Anegada from Fisheries and from Natural Resources to assess the situation and come up with a solution. This happened a few years ago. There was a buoy system placed at the pond's mouth that was very effective. I am not sure what happened to that boom system, but I tried to go and see the situation up there now and to come up with a solution to get the sargassum out of the pond and to prevent further sargassum from going into the pond. So I read a report of their visit maybe later on today or maybe tomorrow. That pond is home to a lot of juveniles. It supports a large fish population, not only in the BVI, but in other countries as well, USVI, even down as far as Grenada. So that pond is critical to the stock, the seafood stock of the BVI in other countries. So it's not something you can take very lightly, the importance of that pond. So the team there assessing and will come up with a solution to safeguard that pond. As we speak, they should be on their way to the pond now. And then Anegada doesn't really get the Sargassum on that side very often. I think the last time was probably 2019 or something. That doesn't happen very, very often. But I said there was a boom system put in place to be proactive. I'm not sure what happened to the boom system. If it did work, as I recall, so if it was removed or whatever, I'm going to ask them to put it back because it did work back then. So again, I'll wait on the report to see what the findings are and what the proposed solution is. They're going to go back to the boom system or they're going to do something else. It's on the way there as we speak. So I'll see what the report is when they come back, either today or tomorrow. It will be Angela Bonnet, who is a Sargassum person, and it will be members from the fisheries and conservation. So there's a full team of foresters currently on site. It's very unfortunate. This is a critical area for our fisheries, and we have to protect it.
The findings from that assessment are expected to help determine the cause of the fish kill and inform any necessary response measures. The incident adds to ongoing concerns about environmental and economic impacts of sargassum in the region, particularly for smaller island communities like Anegada. Jacqueline Donovan, 284 News.
Across the Virgin Islands, drivers have trusted VI Motors for generations. For 60 years, we've delivered dependable transportation, expert repairs, and quality parts, all under one roof. As a proud Napa franchise, our parts department carries leading brands like PPG Paints, Magic Accessories, Top Don Diagnostics Tools, Westlake and Goodyear Tires, plus reliable LTH batteries. Everything your vehicle needs to perform at its best. Our expert service department handles maintenance, diagnostics, and repairs you can rely on. And our vehicle sales team offers trusted Toyota and Honda vehicles built for island life. We proudly serve you at 2 locations, our flagship store in Dove's Bottom, Tortola, and our location on Virgin Gorda. From parts to service to sales, we're committed to you every step of the way. VI Motors, service beyond the call, serving the Virgin Islands for 60 years.